I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is a review, The Land of the Stories Tarot. This comes from the Vermilion Collection, which has made the Pixel Tarot, the Monsoon Tarot, and the thing I really like about this company is it's cheap. Like, Monsoon Tarot was like 38 bucks. This was 35 bucks. So you're getting a good deal when you get this. It comes in a hardbound box. And this contains the major arcana, contains stories from Alice in Wonderland and a bunch of other stories. So that's why it's a land of the stories. I believe mine came with a dice. I guess I got extra for the Kickstarter. So, yeah, very cool sounding deck. Now, it says the major arcana is based upon stories, but the minor arcana is brushwork and great brush strokes. So I don't know what that means, but hey, hardbound box, $350 GSM too, which is insane, for 35 bucks, in my opinion. So Vermilion Collection, link in the description. And yeah, it was a Kickstarter. And they shipped this out in June, and very pretty, very well done. All right, as with all things stories, you want a book with the stories in it, and that has multiple languages apparently. So yeah, there we go. So here we have some pages, the Judgment card. Judgment is a time, Wild Swans, White Snake. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? The Girl Without Hands, Solomon's Advice, The Peasant's Wise Daughter. So you have different stories again in the major arcana, and the minor arcana is brushstrokes. So yeah, anyway, so a little white book. Again, Vermilion Collection. Wow, that's pretty. That caught me off guard. That's actually really nice. The back, you know, for 35 bucks. I didn't expect it to look this good, but it does. Again, 350 GSM, which is a really thick, very thick and sturdy cardstock. Wow. This is really taking me off guard. This is really, really pretty. Super, super pretty. And wow, great artwork and whatnot as well. So let's take a look and see what it looks like. So here we go. So these are different stories. We get back out the book and take a look at this. Let's see. So the Fool is going to be, oh wow, this is a tiny print. Tiny, tiny print. Alice in Wonderland, obviously with the Fool. And let's zoom in a little bit here. So there's only 22 stories, and then we have high brush strokes, or whatever they called it, for the other one. So yeah, here we go. A little Alice in Wonderland for the Fool. Very pretty art, man. That's really, really pretty. I really like that. It looks pretty cool. Very, very cool. And it's got the texture on the back as well. So, yeah. Not only attractive, but has great texture and a lot of cool stuff there. The Magician is The Adventures of Pinocchio, obviously, with the Magician. So I like how that they vary the color of the text as well, so you can read it better. But yeah, you got a little Pinocchio action going on there. High Priestess is going to be the Peasant's Wise Daughter. Here we go. And then the Empress is going to be the Girl Without Hands. So, no hands. Well, there's hands. I guess it's not natural hands. So the Emperor is going to be, the Empress is going to be the Girl Without Hands. And then the Emperor is going to be the King of the Golden Mountain. Very pretty art. And then we have sort of this anime look with here. With Solomon's Advice is going to be the Hierophant. And then the Lovers is the Little Mermaid. There you go. I don't know if it's the old one or the new one, but it is the Little Mermaid. All right, let's see, the Chariot is going to be Hansel and Gretel. And then Strength is going to be Beauty and the Beast, which makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's so cute. I really like that. That's pretty. The Hermit is going to be the Aladdin and the Enchanted Lamp. And then the Wheel of Fortune is going to be Sleeping Beauty. which is very pretty. Little Red Riding Hood is going to be Justice. And the Hanged Man is going to be the Lion and the Mouse. And Death is going to be the Little Match Girl. And then Temperance is going to be Cinderella. Very pretty. So the Devil is going to be Tomano no Me. I don't know how to pronounce that, but hopefully I didn't butcher it too much. I like the subdued colors on it. That's nice. The Tower is going to be Tangled with all the hair coming down. And then the Frog Prince is the Star. And then over here, we got the Moon is Kagayame. I'm probably butchering that, and I apologize. I'm from Texas. Thumbelina is the Sun. That's very cute. Judgment is going to be the Wild Swans. And then, finally, we have White Snake, not the band, is going to be the world. So there we go. So there are your fairy tales combined into that. All right, the rest is creative brushstrokes. So let's look at the creative brushstrokes. Ooh, cute. That is very cute. I like the map. I like the lizard kind of looking out. Normally the 3 is looking out in a water. And it looks like this is sort of looking out maybe in a farmland or something. It's not elevated like it normally is on the 2. And then we have a crossing from the 3. Almost looks like kind of the Fool continued. But you do have kind of a continuation in the art and whatnot. I like that the wands do have that fiery look about them and whatnot as well. So we have the 4, happy home, happy family, with a little picnic going on there. And then we have a bunch of naked people fighting on a cliff with a lizard wanting to watch. Hey, if a bunch of naked people fighting, I'm a lizard, I got nothing else to do. The 6 with the celebration, with the flags and the support network there with the picnic baskets. And then we have a bunch of people trying to poke at somebody. Hey, we've all been there. Everybody's trying to poke you. We have the 8 as, I guess the lizard's hanging on to one of them. Kind of a stagnant, they're not in motion. They're growing out of the side, which is interesting. So we have the 9 kind of leaning, and we have the 10 really leaning. The lizard's in every card. And yeah, so we have a page. We have a knight. Every card has the lizard. That lizard's just consistent, man. We have a queen. And a king. Very pretty. I love the consistency of the warmness between this. And then we have the cups. We have that kind of that complete mood change as we hit the cups. Ace of Cups with the overflow, which is nice. And then we have the 2 of Cups, meeting, connection. I like that. So the floating candles. And the champagne. Then we have the 3 with the celebration. The 4, a bit too many sweets, I guess. I don't know what's going on there. And then we have the 5 with all of the spilled cups. I'd be disappointed too if you put a fish in my drink. I don't know. He's boarded up the windows like in Walking Dead. We have the 6 where we are collecting fish, I guess, together. That's what we do together. We collect the fish. We have the 7 with all of the things. An 8, abandoning all of the things. 9, with a collection, including the collection of whatever that is. Then we have the 10, with the happy home, happy family, with the celebration. The overflow, I like the overflow. We have the page, obviously, with a little bit of the Pisces action there. We have the knight. Queen. I love the shell, kind of the shell with the queen. And king with the dolphins, very pretty. All right, now we have a complete shift into the cold, into the icy realm of the birds and the 2. I like the addition of the crow, kind of cool. And the big crescent moon almost has a high priestess feel to it. A rather bitter 3 right there. Then we have the 4 of swords with more crows holding swords, because crows like to fly with the swords. And then we have the 5 with the evil grandmother heisting something or something. Then we have the 6 with the hooded figure and the person pushing them along. Then we have the 7. Okay. Just taking the knives stealthily. The 8 with the restrictions. The 9 with the crow and the nightmares. And the 10 with the conclusion of everything. You get the page. A lot of crows, a lot of birds, information being exchanged. The quickness, the rapidity of the swords. Get the Queen of Swords, always damaged. And the King of Swords. All right, again, I love the color scheme change. Very easily to just sort of discern the difference between these. So you have the pentacle, pretty standard ace, kind of an implied path with the tree. Obviously, within the pentacles, you do have the tree of life being a very common theme. So the tree being here is kind of obvious. You get a tree of apples with the 2 and the balancing. The ships in the background. The 3 working towards a common goal with specifications. Then we have the 4 holding on to what we have. We have the 5, very pretty. Really gets that point across, doesn't it? The 6 offering the, I guess the pies, some pies or muffins or something, baked goods. We have the 7 collecting all of the stuff, planting it for later, with the implied planting of the tree in the background, working hard with the 8, and then the 9, the relaxing with the cookies and the birdies. We got the 10, happy home, happy family, with the dog, the elders. We're polishing the pentacle. We even have the little spray bottle there, which is always handy. Get the Knight of Pentacles with the proud look, the proud expression. Get the Queen of Pentacles, which was pictured on the cover. So there you go, in case you wonder where that came from. And then the King of Pentacles here. All right. Wow, very pretty. Very, very pretty. This is kind of a you love it or you don't. So I love it. I like it a lot. So again, Vermilion Collection has a place in my heart, mainly because of the price. I have to just admit that. They'll put things on Kickstarter very reasonable. Like the price is so low that you just go ahead and pick it up, you know. So at 35 bucks, I think this is a hell of a deal. You can get this on their site right now. 38 bucks for the Monsoon Tarot, which a lot of you love on the stream. A lot of you are like, oh my God, that's amazing. What is that? That is the Monsoon Tarot. I love the sort of the raised edging that we have on here. The book could be a little bit more, but it's a little white book. What can you do? Still happy with it. Really happy with how thick these cards are. They are very, 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 very thick. The back is absolutely stunning. So the back with the highlights, the back with the indentions, all of the sort of the raised areas as well. It's got that textured feel. Stunning, stunning back design, gotta say that. Overall, very well done. Beautiful pictures. I really like the majors. I like that they are tied to a story. I love the color scheme change between the suits. I like the artwork overall. I think for 35 bucks, considering I pay 50 bucks, 60 bucks, some of these are 70 bucks for a Kickstarter deck. I think this is a great deal and very, very, very happy with this. I can't wait to read with this. Very excited. Let me know what you think about the Land of the Stories Tarot. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe.